Signing contracts, deeds v simple contracts. In this video, I'll talk about agreements or contracts, how they are signed, the two main different ways of signing documents, whether that's by deed or simple contracts, and the main differences. Simple contracts. So firstly, it must have consideration, which means that something of value is exchanged between the parties. So this could include payment of money, services, or a promise to do something. In terms of limitation, this is a statutory limitation period that sets a time limit when a legal claim must be brought. So this is 6 years. The contract must be signed by all parties. Modern day, this can be done electronically, and there are no formal requirements in relation to seals or witnesses. Deeds. So a deed is a more formal written instrument. It requires no consideration in the document. It needs to be specifically labelled as a deed in the document. In certain areas of law, it is specifically required. For example, in a sale or purchase of property, a lease, or even a mortgage. In terms of limitation, there is a 12-year period as opposed to 6 years. It must be signed and witnessed depending on the relevant entity signing the document. And in terms of organisations and/or companies, it must be sealed. So what are the main differences between a deed and a simple contract? So firstly, limitation. A deed has a 12-year limitation period, whereas a simple contract has 6 years. In terms of formality, a simple contract can be easier to sign, whereas a deed may require a witness and/or a seal of the organisation. And in terms of the actual document, a simple contract will have provisions in relation to consideration, and a deed will be clearly labelled as a deed throughout the document. So how do you choose between the both of them? So firstly, consider value. Usually the higher value contract would favour a deed as opposed to a simple contract. Think about your deadline. Does this need to be completed as soon as possible? If so, this may favour a simple contract. Think about limitation. If this is a high value contract, you may want the 12 years as opposed to 6 years. And last but not least, make sure you take client instructions. Watch this space for more exciting content.